Well, it's one of those favorite days of the week and really favorite times of the month because we have our very own Vivian from, I never can say your last name worth of that.
Ontario.
Got to say
I
Vivian
would say it's
C.
like Ontario with a C.
Oh, good. Conterio. I got it then. Okay, perfect. And Vivian is a master marketer. She makes all things look good, trainer-tainment wise. And gosh, Candy is your normal host for Think Tank Thursday. And so I'm excited. I'm stepping in today. I'm Beth Stanley, CEO of Trainer-tainment, and we love Think Tank. We love our Thursday partners. I love the idea that we just take a minute to slow down and get rid of all of our frenzy of busy so that we can think about the next most important thing. And I think marketing is one of those things that require honestly a monthly look. You get Vivian quarterly to give you an overview. We'll show you a couple of resources to help you, but she's so creative, not just in the way she makes things look, but in the way that she thinks about how promotions can impact kiddos, grown-ups, teens, everyone. And so welcome, Vivian, to your quarterly Think Tank experience here at Trainer-tainment. I can't wait to see what you have for us. It's a brand new year. So kind of what should folks be doing? What can they do to start their marketing off on the right foot this year?
Well, as you can see, there's people walking behind me. I am live from University of Florida today.
Yay.
Today is the first day of class. I had to drive my daughter up here to school, and it got too late for me to drive back. So we're going live today from University of Florida.
I love it. Education in the sphere of education. And I might say this is your only daughter in her freshman year in college.
Yes, so, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, this year is 2022. We've got so much stuff going on. You know, we've had a couple of rough years, let's face it, you know. For some centers, it's been fantastic. It's been like the best year ever. So it really just makes a big difference how you're approaching your marketing, what you have on your plate, you know, how much planning you're doing, and, you know, word of mouth, making sure that word of mouth and social media aspect is a really big part of it as well.
Vivian, when you say planning, you know, talk about the method of delivery, because word of mouth, I agree 1,000%, and maybe it's just my age group, which you're not that far behind, that when, you know, peer to peer, even if it is digital, it's almost like word of mouth has gone on steroids or something. So where should they be looking to get those most viable ways to communicate? Is it, I know Facebook's still out there, but what about TikTok, and what about other things?
Absolutely. With, you know, especially for a family entertainment center, you have to be on every channel. You really do. You've got young moms, you know, who only do Instagram. They won't do Facebook. You've got the older moms who only do Facebook and won't go on Instagram. You've got the really younger, even the kids who are on TikTok and who are on Snapchat and all those. So we really have to pay attention to all the different channels, the ways to communicate. There are so many different ways to communicate. So making sure that we've got, you know, social media, whatever platforms you have. And if you don't know one, ask a team member. I am certain that there is a kid in your facility that is, you know, an expert on Snapchat or is an expert on TikTok. So
what about the website? Is there anything to do here at the beginning of the year from a website?
Absolutely. And, you know, Beth, that's something that we do ourselves, you know, is, you know, we talked about that in our first meeting. You know, have a website review that first couple of weeks, you know, in the year. Make sure that the website, even if you can't hire somebody to do a brand new website for you, you don't need it. You need it to look fresh. You need it to have no typos in it. You need it to have, you know, good information, and that things, when they're looking for things, it jumps out at you. You know, if you're promoting parties and parties is hidden somewhere in that website and you have to do a lot of work to get to your parties, it's going to be much harder. So I would sit down with somebody on your team, you know, or your managers, have everybody review it, give them, you know, have everybody put their input on notes on what can be changed and what can be made easier.
That's awesome. Well, yes, I can't help, and I love this product so much. This is kind of your baby from our company point of view. And anybody that's not using, oh, hello, I'm getting a glare, the sales planner, the ultimate sales planner. Certainly, I'm always all things sales with groups and birthday parties, even though this has been such a difficult couple of years. I know that the planning process for that is incredibly necessary, and this tool is great. But the really great thing of it is that, oh shoot, I thought I had that fixed. This is the reach calendar that's at the beginning of every single month. And I just wonder if you could talk about your strategy, not only in developing the reach calendar, because it is a very marketing driven, marketing focused calendar that we use and Sell by Itself, and of course is also included in this ultimate sales planner. Both of those can be found on our website. I know that's a shameless plug, but talk about, because it is your brilliance that puts it together. How do you think about it month to month to month? And I know you've got some specifics you want to tell us about January, February, March, but first, how did you get your head wrapped around what belongs in the reach calendar?
Well, I think, you know, in addition to just your run of the mill holidays that come up, and everybody always tries to market to those, and those are obviously, we have the best because they're recognizable. You know, I mean,
right.
Christmas is Christmas and Easter is Easter, so those are going to be really great days to be able to celebrate. But there's a lot of really, if you Google obscure, you know, holidays or just daily international days and things like that, you can definitely find a lot of them. So I've done the research. I've put them all on our reach calendar. There's some really obscure, you know, fun days that you can do.
Isn't Pizza Week in Pizza Week
it
sometime
is.
in January?
Pizza Week is in January. So I mean, just starting to look for that and starting to plan it. If you sell pizzas at your location, you know, have some pizza promos, maybe make your own pizza for the kids. Maybe they can make a small individual pizza. Little smiley face pizzas. I mean, I've seen a lot of different things that they've done with pizzas as a promotion. So just looking ahead and looking to see what's coming up that you can actually promote, that you have on your menu as well. If you do sell it, it really adds a lot of value, and it does promote something during that week, during those slow times where you don't have a major holiday. So for January, we've got you know, making sure that we're starting the year with the birthday club. So making sure that we've got a birthday club in place if you don't have one. It is a great tool. It's a great way to reach a bunch of kids. You know, the marketing goes to the moms. It gets sent out directly to the moms. But I mean, why not throw a birthday party in January and feature your own birthday party, right? So
that's cool.
It could be like a birthday week, and it's just everybody comes in, gets a little hack, it's a noisemaker. Just make it really fun. Sign up for the birthday club. Have your table out, you know, just making sure that you've got information on that, collect email addresses. It really can be a really fun promotion to just include all the kids on there.
That's fun. That's great. Yeah. I did know National Pizza Week is even next week, right? The 9th.
Yeah. Yeah, that's coming up.
If you want to do it, you better get on it.
You gotta get on it right away, you know. The same thing with just planning, just looking at it. If you look at it, it'll tell you when to start planning. So in March, we have, you know, the Girl Scout Jamboree. That's their big recruitment fair. I don't know if anybody's ever been involved with Girl Scouts. I was involved in it from, you know, day one with my daughter as a daisy. She went all the way through, you know, Gold Project in the Girl Scouts. But our yearly meetings are for all of the scouts. So it's huge. There's thousands of girls that go to this thing. So
I love that. So you're recommending the week of January 16th then Oh, no,
Yes.
no, no. I'm sorry. Even this week, to call Girl Scout
Yeah,
groups, the
just start
schedule.
looking at it. Exactly. Just start
Right,
looking at it. Call it, look for your local council. If you
right.
go into the Girl Scouts website, and put local council, it'll tell you the local council for your district, for your area. So you'll be able to contact them and let them know that you've got a facility out there. You'd love to have the kids come out, or how you can participate as an outreach in their
Oh, that's
big
great.
jamboree this year. So we used to put a tent together with some games and enter to win a birthday party and enter for the birthday club. So there's a lot of things to do, and that is like the perfect age range of kids to be able
That's
to come.
great. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, what about February? I mean, we know
Well,
we
come
know
on.
Valentine's
The month of
Day.
love. It is the month of love. And so
Yeah.
showing love to all of your customers, right? So yeah, start planning your Valentine's Day events with the kids, maybe a father-daughter dance, or a mother-son dance. It doesn't even have to be a dance, just a day. I remember a long time ago, my husband used to go to Chili's because they had the father-daughter night.
Oh,
And they
yeah.
had the best time. They would take their picture and they would give him one of those little lava cakes, and he had it on his schedule because it was something for them to do together.
Oh, that's
So
great.
yeah, so if you have something like that people know you for, they will come. They will start coming, and they'll know. And it doesn't have to just be in February. It could be a once a month thing, like every third Tuesday is
Oh,
Father Daughter.
nice. Great idea. Great
Yeah.
idea. That's
And
a
then
great idea.
also Super Bowl is in February. We know that it attracts a lot of people. If you're a sporting venue that has a lot of sports on there, gosh, you could do a lot of different giveaways and a lot of little fun things for that. So
That's great. That's great. That's great.
oh, one more thing. February 11th is Make a Friend Day.
Oh,
Yeah. So, I mean, what a great way to really have like a mixer, either a single parents mixer, or have, the kids get to know each other, homeschool kids that don't have that opportunity to know a lot of kids, like make it fun, like a networking event that you put, hi, my name is, Jeremy, and, have little stickers made for them with little smiley faces, play some games with them just to get them to know each other as well.
love it. I love that. I love that. I love the idea too. And of course, I always wind up going to the sales side of things, that this might be the time to start calling all of those seasonal, basketball's going to end and have their end of season parties, and
Yeah.
soccer, and those different kinds of things. I also get kind of antsy about starting to think about the child care and after school care programs, like the end of February, 1st of March. It's not too soon to start
No.
calling
Yeah.
and getting those people. And those can be 12 or 13 bookings at a time. So from an efficiency point of view,
Mhm.
that's a great opportunity.
And they do book early.
They
We
do.
used to have them booked in March for
Uh-huh.
starting. School ends mostly depending on your state, end of May, beginning
Right.
of June. So it's not too early to really start calling them, start setting out all those daycares and all those. So that's on our March as well, very beginning of March.
Uh-huh.
Then we've got Fat Tuesday in March. What a fun
Oh,
there. Spring break is coming up. So remember, in February, start planning out for spring break. If you've got daycares that come, making sure that spring break week, they've got something to do. If you have those packages, review your packages, your group packages, your field trip packages. Just make sure that you're set up for the year. So when you do call these, you're not wondering what you're going to sell to them. You already know.
that's awesome. Am I really reading this right? Does it say there was a National Laser Tag Day in the month of March?
I think, yep, there is.
Holy
There's
smoke.
national days for everything. I think, nowadays I think that the Reach calendar has all the dates on there. Our planner has
Some of
mostly
them.
marketing
Yeah.
dates on there, but the Reach calendar definitely has the most obscure little things on there that you can imagine, that it makes it really, really fun,
That's
to be
great.
able to market to all those fun events.
That's
Not
great.
your typical thing, so like if you're a center that has laser tag, you could do that. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a bowling day. I know there is. So there's different things like that you can really accentuate for your FEC.
That's great. Well, I just love watching you explain it, because you really have a genuine joy about oh, look, we could do this. It's
Oh,
it's
it's so
so
much
much fun.
fun. I
Yeah.
mean, I really think you can make it a lot of fun. And if you have somebody in your center that you can, if you don't have somebody that's doing marketing for you, if you just have a manager that is enthusiastic about it, give them the reach calendar, give them the planner, and have them to really start thinking outside the box. Put sticky notes on what they can do.
I really like that idea. I think when somebody who's pretty detail oriented wants to champion this, you can stay in that 30, 60, 90-day mindset and really stay ahead. The worst thing that happens is what I just did, like, oh, it's National Pizza Week next week.
Yeah,
Well, oh, we didn't
exactly.
have enough time to do planning. That's kind of my what do they say? The way I do things a lot of times is not ready, aim, fire, but in the other order: fire,
Sure.
aim.
Fire, go.
Yeah,
We've got 3
yeah,
days. Let's get it done. And it happens to everybody. It
mhm,
really does. Or you hear about it from somebody else, or you hear a promo that somebody else is doing and say, let's jump on that bandwagon,
mhm,
I
mhm.
mean, and that's totally fine as long as those are easy to manage, promotions, as opposed to something that really needs to be thought out, well planned out, because the worst thing you could do is execute and have a terrible event because you didn't have enough time to prepare for it.
Well, right, or to promote it, and so that's what I
Mhm.
love about what you've done with the Reach Calendar is it just is it's done for you, and so
Yeah.
then you can. And it doesn't mean you have to do everything that's on there, but why not see? Can I do one of these things? Can I do two of these things? And can we do them well? And
Yeah.
I think having somebody to champion that would be a really good idea because there's somebody in your center that would be just as enthusiastic as you are, Viv,
I'm
about the
bit of a
idea and help run it forward, right? So, well, that's
Ab-
awesome.
Absolutely. Lots of fun events coming up, and just to really be proactive about not only the events but your calendar for the year. At least
Yes,
plan it out by quarter. What you're going to do, who's going to execute it, who's going to be responsible for what needs to be purchased, because as we all know, things right now are still on back order.
right.
That's I mean, literally, that's the reason I'm actually here. My daughter was a car part that didn't come in, so
Your
things
daughter
are
was not on
back
back
order.
order. It
Yeah,
was
she's not
car part. Yeah.
back order. But so yeah, so it's just very last minute kind of things that you think are going to come in, and all of a sudden you have something planned and you don't have those party make whatever that event entailed that you need. So just really start thinking about what you're going to need for them, what your budget's going to be for them. You don't want to overspend, those kind of things.
That's awesome, Viv. Well, as always, it's great. It's funny running a virtual company. We don't always get to spend as much time with each other as we like, and so I selfishly love it that I got to do Think Tank because I got to hang out with you today, and
Yay!
I love your setting there at that beautiful university in Northern
Yes.
Florida. Have I got that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
In Gainesville, Florida.
in Gainesville. That is a ways from Miami, where you
It
live.
is. It is.
Okay.
But
Will you be
we do what
safe?
we have to do.
That's right. That's what we parents do. So will you
Yeah.
be safe? And those of you that are enjoying Think Tank, whether you're seeing it on Thursday or at another time, I encourage you to get your planning hat on and get your fun hat on and reach out and get your reach calendar and
Yes.
know what you're going to do in the coming months. So, all right. Thanks, Viv.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Think Tank. I'm supposed to ask always.
Yes, you forgot the question.
I forgot the question. What's the last thing or what's the thing you enjoy the most about helping yourself learn and grow?
Well, for this past year, I really started diving into producing little videos and things like that. So this year, I think taking an actual class in it is going to be really fun. I've been looking at that, making
Ooh,
sure. I think everybody needs to work on their skills, whether it's learning new things about business or even about yourself, your personal growth.
yes.
So when I look at something, when I start working on something, and I see that I'm deficient at it, and I'm not as proficient as I'd like to be, I'd really like to spend some time, analyzing it, making sure that I have the right tools, the right class. So I think working on ourselves and our skill set for 2022 is going to be crucial,
That's
especially in a
awesome.
small
We,
environment, right? So like
yeah,
when we're a smaller team, you
yeah,
need to be able to do a lot of different things.
we do. We do. Well, when you find that right class, you let me know and I'll write the
I
check
will.
for it. All right. All right. We'll see you later, Viv. Happy Think Tank. Happy Thursday. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.